Good afternoon, welcome back. We got the AD2L Season 44, the Flying Beavers versus Jungle Farmers. Chris, what division is this? Ancient, she says. That's not even one of them. But if she doesn't know and I don't know, does it really fucking matter? Absolutely not. We're just here for some great gameplay, isn't that right? Alright, there we go. We're looking into right now. The Flying Beavers are going to be going for the TA band. Don't have that picked up by Jungle Farmer's side. Is going to go for the Undying as well. Very strong hero, I've been told by Jamie and or Butt Health. Jungle Farmer. Oh, Fungle Jarmers. I apologize for the name change there. That's on me. We're going to go for the Rubik, the Doom, the Beastmaster, and an Omni Knight band. Okay, so really focusing that off lane and off lane support there, that 3-4. Gonna go for the Shadow Shaman, the big support in the game right now, just abusing everybody as their last band, and they're gonna pick up an Ancient Application. Like, what's an old application? I don't know. Like Flash, you know what I mean? Anybody play those Flash games growing up? Those were hype, you know what I mean? Anyways, Nature's Prophet, big problem could be for the Flying Beavers. Just teleporting around, getting those early kills, making problems, pushing towers, you know, being able to, you know, come back for team fights, and then just harassing with the ultimate, you know? So how are they going to be able to deal with this? If it's anything like the problems in my marriage, probably just ignore it. Alright, they're going to go for the Slardar and the Ursa ban. Don't mind either one of these. It means they're probably going to pick something like a Life Stealer. Or something that doesn't want to get stunned. Something tanky like that. Dawnbreaker is going to be banned. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see what else they got. I mean, they could pick up a Spirit Breaker to go with the Nature's Prophet. Or a Spectre. Spectre wouldn't be too bad. Vengeful Spirit, another support in all the games I pretty much play. Feels like all you've got is a swap and a stun. I will say the Fear is pretty good. I feel like that's fantastic. I usually go like a 1-4-4. There we go. Called the Spirit Breaker. Is this a carry Spirit Breaker? I can't see it. But maybe, I don't know. It could be an off-lane Spirit Breaker. Venge is going to be probably not much of a problem here. Probably not much of a problem. Flying Beavers, what you got here? Is going to be picking up probably an off-lane. They usually save an off-lane. Oh, they go off-lane. Okay. Go for the off-lane. They got a Spirit Breaker and an Underlord in the off-lane, which isn't bad. Underlord can lane pretty well by himself. Spirit Breaker will just be able to chase people around the map. You know, get those boots early and then just go level 3, go gank mid. I'm telling you, that's going to help out your mid lane so much. I'm just saying. Play a lot of Spirit Breaker. It feels very good doing that. Alright, Fungal Jarmers, what you got going on? Off lane is going to be a Tide Hunter, okay. So the same kind of concept, right? If the Nature's Prophet goes to rotate, the Tide Hunter is going to be safe more or less by himself, especially with the Ursa ban. You can't really just run at him and build up a bunch of stacks, so I wonder how they're going to deal with this. Maybe just picking up a break. Draw Ranger, great lane dominator, just lane winner, I guess. Unless you have two heroes to just run at her, you're pretty okay. Especially with Avenge, you have a stun and the minus armor, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle for the Underlord here, probably early on. Probably level 5, he's going to struggle a little bit, but the what is that? Fire Guard or whatever the hell it's called? Firestorm, help out with it. Alright, Flying Beavers, what you got? You need a carry and a mid laner. Something that might be a little flexible, like a Medusa wouldn't be too terrible. A Sniper wouldn't be bad. It's not a great against the Venge or the Nature's Prophet, but Swap is not as big as it used to be. Okay, they're going to go for the OD. Not bad either, so you can pick more of a squishy carry. But that's not really Bag Milk's kind of idea. I think he likes to play those big carries. You need something that's going to get on the draw range, or something with the Blink. A Wraith King wouldn't be terrible. I mean, you just have a bunch of health on this team. Sniper. Okay, Fungle Jarmers. What you got?
10 seconds to pick.
Fungle. They need a mid laner. And it needs to go against an OD. I guess you could go Viper. You could go Coddle here, actually. It'd be very early. You don't really have to lane, so the OD wouldn't ever really be a problem. You have some early damage. You can kill the AA. And if they do pick a squishy core, you can fight it. It is a good Spectre ban here. Spectre ban.
10 seconds to pick.
We talked about that earlier. Queen of Pain is going to be banned. I like the Coddle, but if you can't play it, then you can't play it. I mean, I don't know. Or if you don't feel comfortable with it.
To pick. 5 seconds. Hurry.
Flying Beavers, though, only 5 seconds left. They're going to go for an axe. Is this it has to be a carry Spear Breaker, right? It has to be. Fungal Jarmers.
10 seconds.
Okay, they're a little confused. They don't know what's going on. Okay. Most likely a mid-profit. Oh, it's a carry Underlord. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Okay. Yep, there we go. Ooh. Jakiro's going Twin Terror, which makes me think he's going to go mid. How is that going to be against the OD? I feel like he's going to get crushed. Like, what? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this guy knows something I don't know, right? Which is a possibility. But not a likely possibility. 15-5. Who's this guy griefing? 4 wins in a row as Draw Ranger. Oh shit. Alright now. You know what we do. Alright, I'm just making sure my keyboard binds are right. Prophet teleporting deep. Placing a ward? Yeah, right behind the tower. Nice. Okay. This is actually kind of crazy. Missile tower ward. Alright. We're going for it. Jakiro is going to get it. Nice with that double shot. You know what I mean? And everybody's going to walk away right here. Looks like we're not going to get anything out of it. Alright, but they do have both wards in the mid lane. One being here and one being here. So I'm going to hope for a little snipe there. Firestorm is going to go down. They're going to ball somebody. They're going to be running at the Avenge right here. Looking for a kill. Are we in 1x speed? We are. And they're not going to be able to get it. And we're going to go to 4 times, I believe. Yeah. 1.5. All right, 2. Get everybody to their lane right here. Best bagged milk. All right, here we go. You know what we do. We do it every game. We're going to introduce everybody's playing so you know who's playing and who to cheer for. As a caster, we'll cheer for game number 3 in the playoffs. And courier kills that happen on camera. So hopefully we'll see a couple right here by Nature's Prophet. I'll keep an eye out. In the bottom lane, we've got a carry Underlord being played by Bag Milk. It is going to be a position 5 Ancient Application being played by Ruthless Butcher. In the mid lane, we've got OD being played by Fathomorg. Fathomorg, yep. And in the off lane, we got Dingy on the Spear Breaker. And last but not least is going to be Gata on the Axe. All right, Dingy taking a lot of damage right here. Teleport in from the Nature's Prophet. They're going to throw the Bully Grenade. Going to get a little bit. He's not level 2, so he doesn't have the Sprout. They get a kill in the first. But in the mid lane, they're chasing after the Spirit Breaker. He doesn't have Bash, which is kind of crazy, but he does have the charge. Venge is still chasing. She has a stun up. She's going to be able to get it. She hits it. She's going to be hit, and she needs one more hit, but the Nature's Prophet's not there to teleport in, so he did absolutely nothing. They're going to charge back into the Vengeful Spirit chasing, doing a little bit of damage. Axe is going to walk over. He's got the Battle Hunger. Nature's Prophet's going to walk over here. Drow Ranger's coming along, but she's going to get the one shot onto the Axe, and they're going to walk away. Now I know what you guys are yelling about. You're looking at those last hits and denies, hoping I'll show them up on camera, and I'm going to do that. First blood did go here in the mid lane to the Jakiro, which is kind of crazy. Did not expect that. But what we will talk about is the other team. Fungal Jarmers, we got a Pause 1 Drought Ranger being played by Barry Strunk. Is going to be a Pause 5 Vengeful Spirit by Jorkin de Peanuts Vance. All right, what a name. In the mid lane, we got Manjo. I was going to say Django, but Manjo on the Jakiro. And in the off lane, we've got Poopy Plop on the Tide Hunter. And last but not least is going to be Young Forever on the Nature's Prophet. Going for the urn. Nice. Gotta love it. All right, Mr. Poopy Plop on the Tide is out of regen, which is going to feel a little rough, but the lane is pulled out for him. Ancient Application is going for the nice little pull right here for his teammate. And we do have a rotate over from the Nature's Prophet. Going to throw the Sprout down. Is going to get harassed a little bit, pushed out by the Underlord. AA looking for a pull. It doesn't look like he's going to get it. Nature's Prophet looking for a pull. They're looking to fight the 3 right here, but it's not going to happen either. What is going to happen? I don't know. All right. We're going to go top right now. We do see the Drought Ranger is about half dead, but so is the Axe. He does have the Healing Lotus. He's going to eat it. He's going to go back to lane. He says, hey, I got to get something out of this, you know, and Vengeful Spirit's going to walk around just having a grand old time. Does pull up a second set of Tangos and Enchanted Mango and is going to go for a Clarity. All right. Nice little silence, you know what I mean? Sometimes you need to talk. Nice little pull right here by the AA, making sure to get a stack off. And Jakiro is quite low in the mid lane. He's going to die. Unfortunately, I was not clicked there. We did get a... What did I say? Level 3 charge by the Spirit Breaker. Or, there you go. Level 3, and he comes mid. You know, that's what you need right there, baby. Now, is he going to get a level in charge or a level in bash? If he's a good player, he's going to get a second level in Charge of Darkness. And we will wait until he levels it. They are going to go on the Venge in the top lane. Spirit Breaker looks like he wants to charge right now. He is going to get beat up by these creeps through the tree line. And they're going to walk away. Okay. Tide Hunter is taking a lot of damage in the bottom lane. Big charge comes in. They're going to go on to the Drought Ranger. Gets the pushback. They're going to turn to the Vengeful Spirit. Teleport in from the Nature's Prophet. He's going to be here finally. He's going to go for the Axe. The Sprout comes in. He's going to try to ease his way out. But the big walk away by the Drought Ranger is going to get the bash. No, oh, the battle hunger ends right then. He's going to get a kill. Very strong with the courier kill. He's still running away from the Spirit Breaker. Oh, he has level 2 bash. So the charge, he's not going to be able to go. He could get it off right now. He's going to do it. He does get the kill. Nice job. He's going to walk around the corner. They're going to do a little dodge. He could go back for the courier. It would be definitely worth it. Battle hunger goes out onto the Venge. And he's trying to kill himself on these creeps, but they're not doing enough. And he's going to die to the Sprout. Sprout. Nice. And in the bottom lane, we are going to see that the Underlord is just free farming down here, which is kind of what we expected, but nice. Get a little gush to get the last hits you can. And that's it. Okay, Nice is going to get caught right here. They do get a kill in the top lane. They are going to get, oh, he's going to purge it off, but they do get just the swing slash of the Underlord. That's exactly what it sounds like, too. So, don't call Valve, but I made that with my mouth, you know what I'm saying? Jakiro is level 5. OD is level 5. They're about the same place on creeps. Or, sorry, on level. OD, if he gets 6, I think he could probably drop an ult on the Jakiro. He did go the 1-3-1, which is nice. We do have a rotate by 2 supports. Wards come up. Sprout goes down. He's going to fight right here. He's going to get the ward. And Spirit Breaker says, hey, you got to be careful. OD is going to be careful. Here we have the rotate from the AA. They are going to get the Arcane Rune on the Jakiro. He's going to go down. The Sprout comes out. He's going to hit the ball on the Nature's Prophet. He's going to turn to the Nature's Prophet. Courier kill does go down. And, oh, not enough. It's about 800 difference, and I think it's half. So we did about 400. Yeah, about half. Be a little less than 400. So it'd probably be like 250. Okay. Gonna get stung on the Axe. Axe does not have call right now. He's about to be level 5. Gets a charge in. Teleport in. The Sprout is gonna get the kill onto the Axe. He is struggling in this top lane against the Drow and the Venge. Both ranged heroes, so it's hard to get those spins on him, you know what I'm saying? But he's gonna make it work. If I know anything about Gata, it's that he always makes it work for his team. You know, he's for the boys, as the kids say nowadays. All right, in the mid lane, we are going to see a little harassment by the Jakiro. He doesn't have enough mana to use his ult. He's going to get the drop on him! I did say if he just uses his ult right there, he doesn't get the kill. He's going to put the ball on him. He does have the Observer Ward. Is he going to deny it? He does. All right, he's going to come over. Sprout is going to be here. He does not have a Quelling Blade. Unfortunately, is going to come out, and that's not going to help keep you alive this time, buddy. Can't eat your way out of those trees with the voice line. Got to use that Tango or the Quelling Blade. Underlord down here is having a good old time. We do see that the Tide is down here getting level 6 very soon, too. But we'll see if it's going to pay off. Right, because the AA is also getting level 6. I guess he's not getting any sooner because Jakiro's level 6, right? Yeah. Jakiro is going to go for the Witchblade first. Interesting. Okay. Alright, Axe, what you got? He does go for the Vanguard, trying to just live in this lane. I do like this by the Spirit Breaker says, hey, you know, I'm kind of griefing your lane. But if you come up here, you know, there's some stacks for you. And he's like, I appreciate that, you know? Might even just kiss him on the lips. And I know that happens on this team, right? They, you know, I'm in the Discord. I see what's going on. There you have a Macropyre in the mid lane. OD is going to dodge a decent amount of damage. He's going to walk away. Does have the Illusion Rune on the Jakiro. He's going to get a stun up the hill. Nature's Prophet teleporting in behind and does get the kill. Nice job on the OD. Now, tower is going to go down. There's a lot of damage coming out. Big circle. The swoop-de-whoop-de-woo by, it looks like the Spirit Breaker. I'm not really sure what that is. Okay. Undying is going to last hit, or Undying Underlord, last hitting. Ancient Application is going to come mid. He's trying to get this level 6, I think. I think it'd be good. And Spirit Breaker is going to get a little stack going on. Okay. Axe is going to go for a kind of a late bracer. Nope, switches over to the phase boots. Exciting times. And, oh, what a play. Gets the chip vest with the health. Looks good. I've been playing some off-lane Legion Commander recently, and the chip vest feels fantastic, you know. I usually get attack speed or damage if I can, but different heroes, you know what I mean? Spirit Breaker is going to go for a Shadow Blade very early after the phase boots. I've been going a Meteor Hammer. It feels kind of good, you know what I'm saying? It's a little crazy, but it feels good. Spirit Breaker is going to get a nice little stack on these Ancient Creeps. Look at that. There we go. For his teammate to come take. Hell yeah. Okay, OD is going to go for a Witchblade as well. Now let's see. Some net worth look right here. So OD going for the Witchblade. Jakiro is going to be bottom taking this tower as well with the team. Does go down pretty quickly. The Witchblade already up and running. Is he going to get boots next? Who knows? I don't even know. Tidehunter, I would assume he's going to go Vlad's with this Morbid Mask, but maybe it's a casual Morbid Mask and he's going to go like a Blink next. I feel like you need the Blink, but I don't know. Maybe you can pass on with the Vlad's for right now. I think you're just going to struggle. Drow Ranger is going to go for the Dragon Lance. She does have the most net worth in the game currently. I would say, right, is like, oh, they're chasing the OD. Jakiro is going to see him. Does have the haste. He's going to get a charge onto nothing. And we're going to see him. Ult from the Spirit Breaker is going to be there. Ult from the OD is going to get a kill. Nice job. Jakiro goes down. They're going to get a catch onto the Tidehunter. Tidehunter is just going to walk away. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, Drow Ranger. I feel like Drow Ranger Ags could be good. first item, right? I win it the other day, and it felt pretty good, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. You know what I mean? So, Nature's Prophet goes for a Vessel level 1. We are going to get a nice little stack right here. Now, if they did watch my videos, they would know this is double stackable by one person. So they could have done this by themselves, right? You know, you get one down here, hit at 52, walk over here, hit this, and then walk away, and you're good to go. They are going to get some damage. A Ravage comes out onto 2 right now. They're going to get a kill onto the OD. They're going to throw the Macropyre. Ice Pack goes and lands onto the Ancient Application. He's going to get gushed and blushed down in the mid lane. Axe is going to walk away saying, fuck that shit, I'm out. Fuck that shit, I'm out. We are going to see a little bit of stack over here, but nothing too crazy. Alright. What was I saying? Oh, Drow Ranger. I went Ags first the other day, and it felt really good to farm with, you know? I did kind of grief that game with it as I played Drow, but yeah, I just don't play the hero often. I don't really know its limits, but it felt fun. So it looks like the Ags is going to come very early for Drow. Hopefully she can get the item she needs. Venge is going to go for the green boots, it looks like, be able to get the heal off after something happens. Spirit Breaker is getting stuck up right here. Now, he is not going to have a charge. He would have a charge if it was level 4 rather than the Greater Bash. This is why I go a 404 build, to be able to get these charges off as much as possible. So, think about that next time you have to level. You know what I mean? Because really, as Spirit Breaker, you're not here for damage, right? You're here to just make stuns happen. Axe is going to get caught. They have a catch onto the Underlord who ulted in. He's going to be silenced right now. He's going to just go down to the Drow Ranger clicking, and he's gone. Venge is going to be caught right here. They are going to catch on to the Tide Hunter. Tide Hunter taking a little bit of damage. AA Blaster has already been used. They're going to turn to the AA. AA is going to go down as well. OD ult is going to get dropped, and it kills nothing! Wow! And Spirit Breaker is back again. He's going to go for something, and he's going to walk right away, not getting anything out of that. If you hear that meow in the background, that is my cat. My wife is just starving her, never giving her any food, you can tell.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
DD for the Jakir right here. He's going to get a real damage back. So doing, what, 105 damage for every attack right here? It's kind of wild. BB. Work phone going off on call this weekend. Woo. Nice. Alright, we've watched enough Jakiro, you know what I mean? Underlord is going to be second on net worth right here. He does go for the Harpoon, level 1. I'm going to go for the Power Treads as well. And about 1,300 gold, which is about a shard's net worth. Behind the Drow Ranger. Oh, this camp is blocked, so nothing's going to come up. Just wasting your mana away. Wasting mana away in the top lane now. Looking for last hits in Matt Stone. Some say there's a support to blame, but I know it's a mid laner's fault. Alright, anyways, Ancient Application is going to go for the Arcane Boots. He does have the Ice Blast ready to just, you know. And I like the name Ancient Application because, you know, Ancient Applications on your computer would just like freeze randomly, you know what I mean? That's just how it is, and they're just old and a problem, and this is what everything Ancient Application stands for. So he does go for the Bone Chill, which I think is fine in like League games, but I think if you're going to play like Ancient Application in a real game, like an unranked or a ranked game, I think you go for the AoE freeze. Oh, AA Blast is going to come out. It's going to scrape too, lands on nobody else, and OD dies instantly. They're going to turn to the Spirit Breaker, who does not have a charge, but does use that Cobalt Cup on the AA, try to get him out, and they're gone. Underlord is going to come in. He's sprouted, finally cuts himself through the trees. He's going to go onto the Venge. Jakir does die. He does get a kill into the Venge. Tide Hunter with the Vlads is going to walk it in. Big call from the Axe right here. Spirit Breaker goes down to the Drow Ranger. And the Sprout goes out to his teammate, not on the enemy. Axe getting shot up right here by the Draw Ranger, and Axe is gonna go down, it looks like, as well, with his Axe's axe on cooldown. Man, not a great fight from the Flying Beaver side. It's not really looking good. Down 6k gold and 10 kills. I mean, that's 2 team wipes, right? They need 2 team wipes just to catch back up. AA Blast is going to hit on 2. They have a charge on nothing, and nothing else happens. Okay. So, anyways, AA is going to go for the Shard, which is the Ice Blast Freeze. Very good. Very, very demure. He's going to go on the AA. He does have the Blink on the Tide, and then he goes down. They're going to be looking for something else. They have a charge out. Oh, the charge stop with the swap. He has a stun in a second. Oh, okay. And he's down. All right. Axe is going to go for the Blade Mail. He does have a Blink queued up. He's just trying to get those gold, you know what I mean? Just trying to get this gold. Making sure he can get stuff done. And they kill the Underlord top. Alright. That does allow the OD, you know, like... Oh, AA Blast miss. I will say, in my mind, I do think that the OD balled the Underlord and just left him to die, you know what I mean? Like, he was about to die, Underlord ults in, OD just balls him and says, fuck that, I'm out, you know, in Discord, and then just leaves, you know? I can see it. I can see it, for sure. But not in AD2L, of course, because here we're a family, right? You know, everyone cares about each other, and you love playing. Vengeful Spirit is going to go for a Solar Crest. I don't mind this, right? I think this is very weak scaling. They're going to throw a stun, has some good damage, has a swap if we need it, and he does go down on the axe. Nature's Prophet, great rotate with the Spirit Vessel, is going to go Ags to get that Wrath of Nature to entangle everybody. They get a kill on the Draw Ranger, who's very just out of position. Oh no! Tips to teammates, not looking good. Might be a bit of a problem between the team members, but hey, I'm not going to assume anything, you know what I'm saying? You know what they say about assuming? I don't know. Drow is going to go for the Ags and then to the Dragon Lance into the Hurricane Pike. Tide Hunter is going to be here. Sprout misses. AA Blast also misses. Ravage does not. Lands on 3. They get the swap onto the low ground. Gets a kill. Teleport in by the Axe. But they're already gone. They took the 2. They're looking for the Underlord. Underlord is going to throw the net down. Venge is here. Doesn't have a swap. Has a stun, though. Charge goes into the mid lane. They're not going to complete it. And they're going to walk away. So, nice little blink by the Tide here. We've seen it a couple times. He does have the Vlads. He's going to go probably... This probably isn't a pipe. I would assume this is going to be a Mage Slayer, which I think is the better choice because of the amount of magic damage that's on the Flying Beavers team. But I could be wrong, you know what I mean? I don't remember me being wrong in the past, but it could be the first day. So Jakiro is going to be here. He does have the Dragon Lance. Dragon gets Dragon item, you know what I mean? So... Alright, we're going to hit this tower with the Jakiro, so doing a lot right now, just burning it down, especially with the Drow Ranger giving that extra 27 agility, and the Venge getting the extra damage. Big AA Blast lands on 3, scrapes 1. Oh, the Axe hold with the Blade Mail, the OD hold, they're going to turn it around! The swap is going to go on the Axe, he's going to die, that's okay, they're going to turn to the Tide, and they have killed the Venge. This is the team wipe we've been looking for! They have the Tide, he's trying to get away, he's bashed again, and he goes down! Big call from the Axe, getting tipped out from his teammates, say, hey baby, that's 1, 2, 3 for you! Holy shit. What did I say? Got us for the boys. He comes back. He says, listen, I had a terrible lane. This is a terrible game, but I'm not giving up. He's got that PMA mentality. I know it. I've heard it before. Holy shit. And we're back in it. Damn. listen, that was 5 kills, right? They went from, what, 9 to 24 to 14 to 25. Now they do need to kill, again, they need to get 2 more team wipes just to catch up. So, unless the Underlord is just going to continue to feed like this, it's going to make the game a little bit harder. So, another 2,000 gold swing. Charge comes in, does land. AA Blast is here, is going to land as well. Swap does go out onto the Spirit Breaker. Teleport in from the Nature's Prophet, and it looks like Underlord is the only one that is not feeding on his team. Ancient Application, you've got this, buddy. Okay, there we go. Just following their captain to the grave. Big call from the Axe is going to be down here on the Drought Ranger. I was watching on the map right here. Now, teleport in by the Nature's Prophet, and unfortunately not able to do what he needs to this time. Drought Ranger going to be okay. And the only one living is going to be the OD. Just having a great time hitting these mud golems. Do you guys remember when those were spell immune? Or magic immune? Yeah, spell immune? Right? Holy shit. That was a long time ago. Wow. I feel like old and depressed now, you know what I mean? I mean, fuck. Shit. But that's alright. Underlord is going to go for a BKB. I'm taking my headset off. That's what you hear crashing around on the floor. They are going to go for an early Roshan. We'll watch this. Drought Ranger is going to take it extremely quickly with the DD. And AA Blast. Oh my god, this could be it. It's going to freeze. Underlord ult is going to be here. Charge lands on 3. Macropyre's here. They're going to get a freeze onto the Underlord. Ravage comes out on 2. They're going to kill again. And they do take the Roche. Okay. So it does absolutely nothing with that. And again, they're just pushing the lead further and further out. They've almost tripled the gold difference here. They're going to see the Axe. They do have a catch by the Nature's Prophet. Big jump in from the Tide Hunter. He has the gush. Ice Bath swap is going to go on to the AA. Wrong target, but they're going to take whatever they can get. They get a stun on the Axe on the high ground. They're going to get a little dreamy, and nothing's going to happen. So they're going to look to hit this tier 3 tower. Fortify is going to come out. Do they counter Forge? Looks like they don't need to, and they don't have it. So Chihiro is going to be here to hit the tower and make it attack very slowly. Drought Ranger with a shard right here would be absolutely decimating. Call from the Axe again onto 3. They're going to have the Ice Path. They've dunked 1. They've dunked 2. Oh, no. The 4-piece right here. They're looking for a 5. Are they going to be able to get it? Drought Ranger tries to get the push away, but she's pulled back, stuck in place, and goes down again. I'm pretty sure the same 3 people were caught twice in the Axe call. Listen, get away from each other. Walk away and you'll be fine. I mean, good grief, you know? At what point do you start learning? But that's 5, right? I mean, they only get gold for 4, but hey, they're taking it back. Beavers making it happen. Sorry, I had to go get something real quick. Beavers making it happen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, good gracious. You know, you got to be careful pushing high ground there, especially with everybody. And that's why I said, like, Drow with a Glacier would be able to see a bunch of the high ground. You'd be able to hit this tower without missing. You know, you could stand a little bit away from your team, and you'd kind of be fine. They're looking for something, but it looks like Spirit Breaker and OD are already gone, so nothing to worry about. Underlord does have the BKB. He has the power traits. He's going to ult top. They're going to charge in onto the binge. AA Blast is going to land as well. They're going to get a ball onto the Tide. Kills 1. They're looking for a second. They're going to get a catch on the Nature's Prophet. Tide is going to be here. Teleports away. No. Big Spirit Breaker stun. Alright, Drought Ranger is going to show up, turning on to the Underlord. Jakir's looking for the Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker just can't get away, and he's dead. Alright, so they got a 1 for 1, 1 for 2, 1 for 3 with the OD on the back line, just beating the Drought to death. They are going to get a kill on the AA, and they're going to get a kill onto the Tide. They're going to turn in, and Underlord coming back in with that big damage is going to take out the Jakiro, and they're going to make it a 5 for 3 trade. Okay. Look at the range on that cleave. Goodness gracious. They take another tower. Every time they have a big team fight like this, I will say Beavers sprinting to towers, you know? They say, hey, if we're going to take a good team fight, we're going to take something from you, you know? And after a while, you can only lose so many team fights if they're just going to sprint to towers like this. You know what I'm saying? That's what are you going to do? So. And now the question is, right? You know, what usually happens is the team that was winning usually... I'm not gonna say like it's guaranteed, but there might be a little nervousness going on. You know what I'm saying? You just lost an 11k gold lead. You were up by over 10 kills. I mean, you still are. You know, but you got to be careful here. You know, you might be feeling yourself, feeling the type of way. You know, might be a little inner team discourse going on, and the only I want is Discord. So, shout out, join the AD2L Discord if you haven't yet already. Underlord is going to grab the Daedalus. We have an ancient application going for a Force Staff. Okay, I don't mind it. He has a Glimmer and has his Shard, which has been huge, actually. The ancient application with the axe has been fucking massive. You know, so don't mind it too much. What else? Axe right here, MVP, right? Oh, who was it the other day? It was Dill. Playing the Axe and just absolutely massacring teams. So, high ground against Axe and AD2L is vicious right now. You know what I mean? I mean, it's, you know, really the comeback hero. So, you gotta be careful. If one hero AD2Lers can play, it is Axe so far. Still has that, you know, the chip vest at level 3. Nice.
Mine at last.
Trying to get something. They do get a catch onto the Spearbreaker. A Blast is going to land on 1. Tide is going to be on the backside. He's going to get a Ravage on 3. Nice. They killed 1. On the back line, Underlord is going here. He has the BKB. He's going to fight the Drow Ranger, who also uses her BKB. ODL has been used. They lose a 2-for-1 right now. Drow Ranger going to get the slow. Nice. Jakiro's going to be here. Push back. And they're going to get the kill onto the Underlord. He's going to go down. Venge is on the low ground looking for more. Tide, he has a Blinkin 7, and he does go for the Mage Slayer. They're looking for the Axe as well on the corner, but they're not going to find him. Okay. So, Drow Ranger here. Okay, do they have the Glacier now? They still don't have Glacier. Ice Path goes out. They do fortify again. Tower definitely going down this time. It does. Now, they need to be very careful about standing, how close they stand next to each other. They are going to take the range barracks. They're looking... Okay, Glacier comes out. Good, good, good. Now they're going to walk away. This is perfect right here. They lose nothing from walking away right here. The only thing you worry, you might lose is a fight, right? And you just don't want to put that on yourself right now. You know, you got your lead back. You're at a 4K gold lead. You know, you didn't lose too much in that fight, and you're fine, right? I think you're okay with this. Alright, smoke on 4. I knew this was coming. The casual Beaver gameplay right here. They're ready to come back in it. They see the Jakiro. You're going to get a little Force Staff on. They're looking for him. Okay, they see the Jakiro. They're going to get a call on him. There we go. Ice Blast is going to come out. And the charge. Nice job. Okay, so they've taken down the mid laner of the Fungal Jarmers side. Who else we got? Spearbreaker has the Shadow Blade. It doesn't have the Shard yet, but I think, honestly, I think Shard is underrated on Spearbreaker players, right? I know they go this dumbass max out bash build, which I hate, but, you know, listen, movement speed on Spirit Breaker is the most important thing. Shard gives you an extra 100 just for fun, right? I mean, you know, it's just think about that. Just think about that, right? I don't know. If I said you could buy special boots for $1,000 to get you just a average 1,000 or a average 100 movement speed every time you did something, you'd buy them every time, wouldn't you? I know you would. I know you would. All right. Just saying. All right. They're gonna smoke top. They're not getting anybody. Casual Beavers gameplay right here. All right. Now they are gonna smoke 4 right here. Catch the tide on 5. And they're going to be looking most likely for the Underlord down here, but nobody's going to be down here. Little do they know, they're on the top side of the map. Okay, they know now they're on the top side of the map. And Tide looks like he wants to do something. The rest of the team looks like they want to do something else. Are they going to go through the portal? Maybe. Oh, they're running right into an axe. Oh, no, and the AA down here. He throws the blast. He's going to hit 1. Ravage goes out on 3. And it's not looking good for the Beavers side. They take down 2. They look for a 3rd. And they're just going to grow that gap. Wow, good lord. Okay, and now they're just going to go push. Most likely take this bottom tower and take the rack and then walk away. Probably to go Roche afterwards, I would say. Roche right after this would be a very good play. You have the Glacier, so hitting high ground shouldn't be too bad. PPP, and you have the extra range with the enchantment. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my god, this is crazy. Okay. Tower's going down. Okay. Tide is getting aggressive. By the Spear Breaker here. Spear Breaker's going to walk out. They do get the anchor down. Okay. Drow Ranger hitting 1 rack. Jakiro hitting the other. Glacier's going to come out, and it looks like they're going to take the whole set right here. Like a Pokemon challenge or something. OD is going to get seen. He's going to pop the BKB. They're going to charge in. Nice job. A-Blast is going to land on 2. OD ult is going to drop. They're going to kill 2. They're looking for another. They do get the ult onto the Jakiro. Charge is going to be coming out in a second right here. Ball is going to be there. And Mr. Man, the OD Destroyer, is going to be out here just dropping big ultimates on the team. And they did not get this melee barracks. Now, they did get the ranged barracks, but they lose 4 or 3 for it. I apologize. They lose 3 for it, and the net worth lead is now in the Beavers' favor. 34.5 minutes in the game. The Beavers look to Roche. Oh, they ball it. Okay. You know, just waiting on their carry, I guess. Okay, they know they're in Roche right now. Charge comes out, and they do give it to the Underlord. They do. Alright, let's look at the Venge. Venge is going to go for the Axe. It's very close. He needs about 600 gold. Honestly, I'd probably just wait for this. Try to avoid for the next couple minutes. You know the Beavers are going to just run at your towers. I think that's fine. Nature's Prophet. Oh my god, this guy is monstrously huge. Okay, call him. Ooh, the A Blast is going to land. It does. They have a charge and the ultimate for the Underlord. Man, this is not good for you, buddy. He's going to get netted right here. The silence is going to come out, but the silence is Underlord does take a lot of damage right there, but he does have a heal. How are you healing? What the fuck? Oh, okay, it's in Vampiric. I was about to say, I was like, what is going on? What is this item I don't know about? And I do know about it. Alright, Drow Ranger does have the Aghanim's Scepter. Is going to go for a Satanic next. Which is not bad, you know. Pretty cool. Okay, Tide died under. Is going to go BKB. I did call the Mage Slayer, just saying, right? I know what people are going to do before they do it. Alright, you know, at this point, I might as well just start saying when people are going to feed and when they aren't. Oh, they're going to get a catch onto the Jakiro. A Blast is there. Charge. And the dunk does miss. But you know what? That's alright. Hey, you don't need those coats of blood. You just need you and a bunch of teammates. You know, just friendly guys. Friendly boys from the block. Alright. Jakiro is going to have his Ags, so doing some good damage with Macropyre is going to go BKB. Just trying to live through these fights, and it looks like the Beavers want to take this bottom tower. Underlord, about to be level 25. Holy shit. What is level? E. Underlord level 25 is pretty good. That 0.4 root is insane. Especially helps out with the AA freeze. You know, and if you're able to hold other people down, right? OD picking up level 25 as well pretty soon. Is probably going to go to the Sandy's Eclipse cooldown. Has locked his Ags. Now, I know why he's doing this, right? You know, wants to keep the stats. So when he buys the recipe, it won't be eaten, which would be good. Oh, Dayzoon Bloodright from the AA is kind of crazy. Jakiro is going to TP bottom. This is not where you want to be, buddy. I don't think. I mean, Spearbreaker is on the backside. He is going to be jumped. Oh, the charge comes in. Call from the Axe is going to be on 2. They're going to throw another net. They're going to go onto the Tide Hunter, who just immediately has to leave. They're going to go onto the Drow Ranger. A big ult from the Spearbreaker is going to go onto her. He's going to get a Raven on 2. Drow Ranger is going to go back behind the tower. He's going to turn in onto the Spearbreaker, trying to get her. Is going to get a kill. Alright, they're going to turn onto the Underlord, who immediately dies with the H's. Ult goes out. Is going to get a kill onto the Tide. They're looking for the Drow, and they do get her. Oh, man. Underlord with the Dayzoon Bloodright makes the Pit of Malice massive. I wish I could click it and see it, but we're not going to be able to do that today. Not for you guys. Can they do anything about this? This is kind of a problem here. What's it? L for buyback? No. L for buyback is I apologize. It's baby L. Okay. So they're going to take the tower, and they're looking to take racks. They say, hey, let's take the range racks first, because they're going to get a fortify off the melee barracks. Boom. There we go. Now, fortify is reconnected, or refreshed, I guess would be a better word for it. You know, the Beavers really turned this game around. I mean, they're still down by 8 kills, but they're up by 13,000 gold. I mean, the comeback gold for kills is massive right now, especially if they're just pushing high ground and not able to just convert it to anything. You know, they're getting less gold for range creeps, less experience, I think, too, for range creeps, and they're still out-leveling them by quite a margin, honestly. So what do you do? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, OD does pick up the Eaton Ags, so we'll have the Essence Flux, which is good. And he's going to get a Hex. Hexarino, Bexarino. Alright, Underlord almost has an AC, is about about 5 gold off, or he just bought it. Ancient Application, dude, this fucking what? That's crazy. Just for the cold feet? Please. Get a Gleipnir, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna do Dayzoon Bloodright, get a Gleipnir, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Don't be a weirdo. You know, think about how big your blast would be, you know? It'd be fucking massive. Pause. Alright, we got a 4-man smoke on either side. One is missing their offlaner, is going to be picked up. Drow is also going to be picked up on either side. On either side, on the other side. Picked up on the other side. Okay, Tide is in the mid lane, trying to be here. They're going to push with the Treants. Okay. Scouting with the Treants all at the same time. Underlord is going to go back to the tower. He's going to hit these creeps. Sees the Jakiro. Is going to throw some spells on them. They're going to get a charge. AA Blast. Oh, boy. Wow. I can't believe you were there. Misses the dunk again, but does get the kill. Oh, the Underlord ult onto the Nature's Prophet. He's going to go catch for him. Oh, beat the big OD ult. And Drow Ranger is going to get charged, and she's dead. Man, They just need to play together here. They're going to get the Venge illusion. They've lost 3 for nothing. They didn't get a tower. They didn't get a Rex. They did a little pressure mid. Why would you split up like that? I don't know. But that's what I was saying, you know. It might just be mental right now, right? You know, you're winning big, and then you just mentally losing it. You know, like not going crazy, but just can't stay focused, right? So they do know there's a ward here, and AA is going to ping it, I think. Are they going to be able to do anything about this, though? I don't think so. I think the tower goes down. They're beating through it, even with backdoor protection, right? I don't know what you're going to do when they finally... This is not a free fortification. Do you care about this tower that much? I mean, it had backdoor protection. What are you going to do for this next tower? Oh, God. No. No. Okay, we've got a Ravage. We have a Drow up in 3 seconds. Rax. Okay, they're gone. Avenge is trying to look. They smoke right as it comes out, so nobody's caught. I mean, I guess they could have just guessed Ravaged, but... Man. Roche is up in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. DD is going to be taken by the Underlord. They're looking for a fight right here. They know the Venge is around. I think they know it. They're going to break on the Venge. They see her. Oh, the Axe Call. And she's dead. Okay, and she's dead again. Jakiro's here. They ult. They AA blast. They charge. They ult there. They pull back. And Jakiro's just getting up to death. Sorry, Jakiro. And they're going to go mid. They banish somebody. I think it's the Tide Hunter. It looks like it. Tide is... Oh, he pops the BKB, but he almost gets fucking two-slapped by the Underlord, and he's gone. I think that's just GG, right? If they get creeps in the base, what do you do, right? It's... I don't know. I don't know what you do. This is crazy. The towers are going down very quickly. This is not a base race kind of ideal here. They are going to throw a root down, buy back on 2 to Jakiro and the Vengeful Spirit. The only 2, I think, on the Dire side that do have buyback, and an exposed Ancient's going to be here. Swap is going to come out onto the OD. He does have a BKB and the Hex with an ultimate. Is going to almost 2-tab the Vengeful Spirit. Gets the 3-tap. They're going to go on the Jakiro. Draw Rangers on the backside. Needs to pop the BKB. He's going to try to go his way, but is already charged. And Spirit Breaker has an ult in the second. OD ult. Ravage on 4 is going to be out. The Underlord is just hitting the Ancient while getting beat down by Nature's Prophet in the corner. He's going to get it. Right job. All right. The OD is going to fight. You need to fight for your life right here, buddy. Come on. You're not going to be able to get out. He's going to get a heal. He's going to go for the Tide. He does get it. Okay, he's on the Ultra Kill, but they're going to hold. They're going to hold just like GameStop stock, okay? Holy shit, that was a crazy farm. That was crazy. With 3-4 buybacks there, trying to make it happen. It's looking not very good for the Fungal Jarmers. And they're down 25k. They get the Nature's Prophet, who's there for no good reason. Oh, Lord. They need a Roche right here. They need a Roche right here. But can they get it with just a Drow and the Venge? I mean, Drow gets, what, an extra 30% damage? 25? Alright. I mean, okay, they do ping the Roche. It's like an extra... What? 50 damage, roughly? Oh no, they saw her. Boom! Underlord is not here. Okay, they're gonna pick up the bounty rune. She feels safe, which seems crazy because the Spirit Breaker's right here. I guess she would know because the Precision Aura would be gone. Spirit Breaker is gonna follow. He's going the right kind of way, but a little off course. Okay, he's gonna take a left here. He's gonna find the Drow Ranger. Now, this is like a Wile E. Coyote moment. Oh, you walked right past each other. Ships in the night. Didn't siege it. Now he doesn't know what happened. All right. He's lost. It's like, I don't know. I don't even know what it's like. But you know what I mean. Okay, let's look through some items real quick. Underlord. Gonna go for the Silver's Edge. Probably for the Tide Hunter. Ancient Application. Has 4,000 gold. Probably buying an Aghanim's Scepter. With the attack speed and Bezoom Bloodright. You know, I mean, that's kind of high. Alright, they're going to ult top. They're going to go on to the Nature's Prophet. Charge is already in. You can't BKB TP away from that. And the AA Blast is going to get you. Okay. Now, this could be Megas right here. This could be Megas. Megas! Axe is under attacks. Does have the Blade Mail in the pipe with the BKB. They're setting up to Roche right here. Good grief. The Aghanim's Roche. Look at him. The little medallion. The long Fu Manchu. You know? If I could grow out a Fu Manchu, I would. You know what I'm saying? That shit's hot. Not gonna lie. Right? Not gonna lie. That shit's kind of hot. Okay, Refresher is on Axe, which I think it'd be better on the OD. Like, OD is so... I don't know, I feel like you just drop the blink, get a Refresher, and you just, like, ult Refresher ult, you know? And you just kill 2 people off the rip. The Rippy Tippy Taffy, you know what I'm saying? You guys remember that movie? Ricky Ticky Taffy with the fucking snake and shit, with the mongoose, and he's like... Anyways, there you go. You know, I had that shit on VHS type shit. You know what I'm saying? Drow Ranger wants to pick up this amplifying damage rune. She's gonna do it. Okay. She does actually some big damage, right? You know, 500 damage. Oh, with the Vlads and the Vengeance Aura. You know, like 700 damage is crazy. If she can just sit in a fight, like just protected. Dude, you're fucking mad. You know what I'm saying? You're fucking mad. But I don't think they're going to be able to get it off with the DD. They needed to, like, immediately just smoke and sprint at somebody, but they're not going to be able to do it. I mean, it's kind of hard to find them, honestly. Nature's Prophet is going to come back. And the Beavers, just like a dam, they're looking for an opening, okay? They're looking for an opening. And Fungal Jarmers, you know, they're looking for the jars, I think. I don't even know what to say. What are they? I have no idea. Anyways, Axe we talked about. Spirit Breaker is casual plate mail, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. Especially with the Drow Ranger, because it's going to cut through that natural armor you've got, so the extra armor is good from the plate mail, you know what I mean? Very poor though. You do have the blade mail, very poor. Spirit Breaker is going to get a charge onto the Nature's Prophet and dead from the OD. Now they just need to push, right? AA Blast is going to land, and we could pretend that it didn't happen for the fight coming up. Chikiro is going to pick up the Illusion Rune. Illusion Rune. Illusion Rune. Okay. Axe, looking to call. Underlord ult is going to be inside the base. Is not going to get a catch, unfortunately. Was on the Drow, but didn't get it. Okay, Drow is going to fight. Has got a net on her. He's going to keep going. Blink from the OD is going to be here. He's going to pop the ult, or the BKB. Tide is going to ravage. They do get a catch onto the Underlord, but he has a second life. They're going to go into the Axe, who's just dying right here. He's going to eat the cheese. He's going to try to live right now. Underlord's going to pop the BKB. Charge Rage is going to go onto the Drow Ranger. Ult from the OD is going to be there. They're going to get a kill on one. They're going to look for a second. They look for a third. They get it. They get a fourth. And they're looking for the tower. Jakiro's going to be on the backside looking for the AA. He's trying to get up. They get a fifth. And the Jakiro is going to go down to the AA. He does. GG is going to be called by Fungal Jarmers this game, and what a comeback, honestly, from these guys. The Beavers, you're doing great. So, I will say, Fungal Jarmers. Hey, play your early game like this one again, and I think you've got it, honestly. So, let's get into it. Game number 2 right after this.